Understood. Our thoughts are with you, Robert. Our prayers are with you, and we wish you the very best in reaching your mother and the rest of your family there in Tokyo, and hope certainly that they are unharmed. Best of luck to you, Robert, in the hours ahead trying to get a hold of your mother, and thanks for taking the time.
If I hear anything.
Okay, again, Robert Pollard here in Hollywood trying desperately to reach his mother, who is in Tokyo, some 231 miles from the epicenter of an 8.8 magnitude earthquake that hit at 2:31 in the afternoon local time there, off the coast of Japan, 150 kilometers east of Sendai. Again, this earthquake some 15 miles deep, which is very shallow as earthquakes go. A tsunami warning is in effect for much of Japan. A tsunami alert is in effect for Hawaii and much of the Pacific Rim as well. And we know that at least one tsunami has come on shore, the remnants of which you are seeing there on screen right. And we want to take you back now to the CNN coverage and see what else we can learn about this.
Tsunami hitting the coast of Japan.
Indeed. Ivan, I'm going to let you get some more information and track that tsunami in the Pacific, and when we come back to you we can talk some more about that. But in the meantime, for our global audience, and of course the audience who joined us a short time ago across the United States, I want to go over what we know at this point. And this is a major earthquake in Japan. It's classified as a great earthquake, in fact, and the 8.8 magnitude quake struck off the coast just over an hour ago, and Japan's Kyodo news agency reports that there are numerous injuries. Now, it was centered 150 kilometers off the main island, and a tsunami washed ashore shortly after the quake hit, washing away cars and boats. In actual fact, we had those live pictures of that tsunami unfolding. If we can get that re-racked and on the air for you again, for those viewers who perhaps have just joined us, because they were extraordinary shots. And before that, even before we actually got that, we saw all of those cars bobbing around in the water. So it's not just Japan that's under a tsunami warning. Watches and warnings have been issued for the entire region. Now, that includes Russia, Taiwan, the Philippines, Indonesia, Papua New Guinea, just among a number of them. But of course, we're talking about more than a dozen or so. Back on land, the quake rattled Tokyo residents who are used to these kinds of events, but they know when this is an unusual earthquake, when this is far greater than the ones that they experience on a fairly regular basis. Smoke, we saw that rising from a port building there, and people poured out onto the streets from their office buildings. There's been at least one major aftershock since the original 8.8 quake struck. Okay, just getting word in my ear now from the control room. That earthquake has now been upgraded to an 8.9 quake. So, I mean, this often happens. Initially, we were reporting it was a 7.9, then an 8.8. Now the word is the initial quake was an 8.9. There's been an aftershock in the area of 6.4 magnitude. There have been a number of them, in actual fact. We had Kyung La on the line